don't hear no feedback.
Yeah.
What was our topic?
Right. Right. Yeah. I'm back.
Oh man.
You back?
Back.
How does that feel?
Shit, don't feel good, goddamn, cause I'm still fucked up.
Oh,
Goddamn
this nigga here.
legs and shit still hurting like a motherfucker.
Your knees hurting.
Oh
Oh shit.
That nigga phone on vibrate.
That nigga done yawned and shit.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go to sleep in just a second. Don't worry about it. His ass about to be asleep.
Shit, I'm good, nigga. I'm good.
I can see the lights glistening off your head.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
the
They like
light
it like
glistening.
that. They like it like that.
They like it?
Yeah, they like it like that.
Who is that?
And they, them.
Bruh, them?
The
They
other
them.
sex.
Oh man, and your pronouns? You doing the pronoun thing?
Mm.
He don't know what
He
that
said,
means.
what the fuck is that?
I don't know what that is. What is the pronoun thing?
Man, we ain't even gonna go there. Yo. Welcome to the Who You Talking To show.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I am your host.
Kit?
Are you the host?
Yeah, I'm the host now.
I ain't know.
Mm.
Look at the seat, nigga. I'm in the middle.
It's fair. You put the light skin, you mean
Yeah.
light skin in the white chair. That makes sense, don't it?
Yeah, with the
So
white
fuck,
blood.
some-
You know
That's what I was
saying?
thinking when I thought of it all.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Hold
That's
on.
something to dick between two balls.
Hey.
Pause.
what's that?
Look, I said pause.
I said pause.
You should be proud of me, man.
I didn't.
Oh,
y'all
man.
have to forgive me for this.
What?
Oh man, you gotta do a
Man.
Google search now.
No.
Dang.
Oh no,
But he always rushes somebody. Oh, we got 2 minutes. We
Show
got
started
5
off a little
minutes.
rocky.
Oh, we got to put it back. You know what I mean? Nigga ain't ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Ain't he supposed to be like IT or some shit?
IT, ET,
More like ET.
My thing is when
Nigga
people
stretch.
don't contribute, they have the most to say. When the work has to be done,
Yeah.
and niggas don't do the work.
Nigga don't
They
do
have
but
the
work
most
his
to
mouth and
say.
his fingers. That's all he do.
It sound good. It sound
The
good.
same shit he do at the job.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this nigga. It's a little lie. All right.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I wanted to get my I have an apology.
Oh shit.
I got one too.
Sorry.
So
Well, wait a minute. We can't.
We're gonna run this
two
one.
sorry niggas.
Yeah, 2 sorry niggas. That's sorry number 1 over there.
Yeah, because I ain't apologizing for shit. So
Yeah,
let's. You got some real shit though.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. I
do have something for real.
I'm apologetic to the LGBT community that or a portion of the LGBT community. I know they added some extra letters to the joint. I ain't.
I don't know nothing about no X. I got past 3. When they went past gay, I was done. I'm done. They went past that, I was done.
He's supposed to let this nigga run.
Right.
You got past gay. Nah.
Gay.
Man, this is. You know what? This is gonna be a good one. This is
No, I think
already
this is gonna be
starting off. This is already starting off. The
And
boat
then-
got a hole in it.
I wanted to come in hot, Paul.
All right.
And so this is something that Unc sent me. Unc, shout out to Unc. He sent this to me, and I was like, "Oh damn!" Like I had to go back and like, there was a stud that I wanted to box.
You want the box of stud?
You wanted the box of the stud, yo?
Yeah, I wanted the box.
Like
yeah.
Like you want to throw put them paws on.
A little, like from through the grapevine.
Man, how long ago was this?
This is years ago. Like
okay,
it's got to be like 7, 8.
Why are you still holding on to that?
That's what I'm saying. Just listen to Shorty. She kind of helped me release and have like Yeah.
She helped you release.
All right.
Okay, hold on, man.
I need to go get a roll of paper towels.
Yeah.
Lord. Let's see.
All right, hold up. Let's see what we got. Yo.
Is she talking? No volume.
IT man suck balls.
Damn, I'm trying to think. Okay, so
still holding on to these balls from 7 years ago.
I'm telling you. Then he went to 10.
At the end of the day, we're supposed to share this page. I think that Q was telling me that.
Okay.
They don't see it. You're supposed to share that page All right, well, fuck it. I'm not going through all that.
Bruh.
Man, we here now. You might as well
Did
go
you-
ahead and share.
No,
Sound
okay,
like
okay.
somebody didn't do their homework.
Nah.
I always talk about you should get some help. Help.
Nigga, I can't help you.
Hey, he got a whole mouse over there and can't get the sound out of his mouth.
Yeah. I'm. Oh Lord.
Well, what
Oh
about
Lord, he done took us off now. We ain't nobody on here. Ain't nobody lying. We going back to 1977 when everybody was everybody was just talking and you couldn't see nobody.
Man,
Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is.
Silent film.
I'm pretty sure it's to do with like.
I came back on a good week, doesn't it?
Yeah, I see.
No,
Yeah.
okay. So essentially, what was being said was.
Oh, so we got to listen to you explain what.
Yes.
It ain't gonna be that takes something from it, bro.
Yeah, because I need
it takes something from
I know you want to see what she looks like and all that shit.
Oh, okay. What the fuck ever,
at the end of the day, what she
you
was saying,
fucked up.
what she was saying was she was talking about the idea that like studs having to be compared to men. And
why they got to be compared to men?
Because women compare them to men. So like she was talking about the idea like they say like studs are short in real life.
But
and
studs,
she was,
but they still can't be compared to men. They still women.
Okay, so give me a second. So she was saying like studs are short, and like women are saying this thing, and like
so all studs are short now.
They're women, so they're short. Shorter comparatively.
Hold
so what she's saying,
I know you didn't say Mr. 5'5".
Nigga 5'9".
Hey, put some respect on my nigga.
Give me all my inches.
Pause.
I'm gonna give you all these.
Oh Lord!
You know what? Hey, you started this.
No, I didn't start that shit.
You just, you know what?
Trying to be gay on
America.
That's that white. That's that white side of him talking.
Here we go.
That white side.
This nigga here is be
Listen, this
gay.
was not.
Is anybody even seeing us?
Put it in the chat. If you are seeing us, put it in the chat, please.
If you're not seeing us, put that in the chat too. Because our IT is not working.
You're
right
still
now.
here.
But essentially, what I was saying was like,
can they hear us?
She was saying that like women say that like studs are small, and her whole thing was like women comparing studs to men. And I never thought about like how hard it would have to be compared to a man. You know what I mean? Like literally like and we look at the divorce rates, like women, lesbian marriages have the highest divorce rate.
Okay.
That's just a fact.
I don't.
That's because they had their periods at the same time.
Oh, they synced up.
Hey, what I'm saying is that they have. What I'm saying is that
both of y'all just think about it. 2 women on periods. I don't care what you call yourself. You call yourself stud, whatever.
Sound like turmoil.
That's sound like somebody finna go to blows up in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah.
Because I have heard. I think I ain't gonna say that, but I have heard that when women stay in the house together,
they sync.
They periods sync.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just think you a stud, you supposed to be the man. You on your period, and she on her period. What kind of life y'all living at that moment?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But like what I was trying to give grace to is because I had a real animosity towards the studs, right? Because I was on social media, you would find them posting like as a man, you know, those fucking like general statements, and then they'll post like the man statements. And it's like, bro, why is you using that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're pissing me off, is what you're doing. You're pissing me off because you shouldn't be using man shit.
Okay, so that's what she was saying on the meme that you.
No, that's not what she was saying.
So this we were gonna get to what she was saying.
What she was talking about was like the idea like women compare pretty much in the end all be all of it was women comparing women to men and saying like, no, we're still women.
Yeah.
Y'all are trying to like, if you want to date men, don't date a woman that's a stud and act like she's supposed to be a man. And I was thinking like, damn, gotta give him some grace because that's
what she said.
That's what. Yeah,
She
that
said,
was her
if
point.
you're gonna date men.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and the point was, it's simply like, if you, a lot of women be doing the whole going back and forth shit, and so it's, I can only imagine being a stud, being compared, because I'm presenting this way. You expect me to be like a man, but biologically, I'm not him.
Well, what are you sorry for, though?
Yeah, but
like,
I apologize for being so tough on them, because like based on like when they were
okay.
The posts they would make that this is just my algorithm and the people that's around me. Like, I mean, I don't appreciate the fact that like you would post as if you were a man, like, man, you mean men should or as a man like you supposed to sit out on that
taking
part,
the masculine point of view, but she lives her life masculine, though.
right? But at the same time, it's got to be a,
so what about
conundrum.
freedom of speech?
No, but it's got to be a conundrum where it's like you're posting a thing and trying to emulate the thing, but you can't be the thing. And so, but your partner is expecting of you to be the thing.
Yeah,
it's very, very tough. And so
both
I
of them
decided
confused.
to.
So both of them confused.
And that's what she was saying. She was like, "Yeah, you trying to make me uphold this, but the bitch is still a bitch." You mean that was her whole point? And it's like tough to like.
It would be nice to hear her say, you know, her part. You know what I mean?
That would have been
so
nice.
we have something compared.
That would have been nice.
I don't think she said what you said.
No, I'm telling you what she said.
Okay, but so I gotta believe what you say.
Oh, I'm making it up.
I don't know, but I can't prove either, though, right? Okay, all right. Okay, you through crying about the women.
I was trying to forgive some shit.
You was trying to forgive the women
I don't know
for forgiving women.
No, for giving women a hard time.
No. I'm saying
that's what I was trying to do.
But basically, what you was doing was forgiving women for forgiving women. Because that's what you saying. She said they got a hard because they expect them to be.
That's
so
tough,
you
bro.
forgiving.
I was saying,
you forgiving women for forgiving women.
And you sorry.
I was apologizing. Can I just fucking apologize? This nigga trying to give me a hard time about apologizing.
Woo. Hey, I mean, I could go to sleep.
Pretty sure your ankles are all right. Are your ankles all right?
Are my ankles all right?
No, you've been caressing them motherfuckers. I'm just observation.
Kind of behavior.
Listen, this is the pretty boy over here. You got to, you know what I mean? This pretty boy. You got to let pretty boy be pretty boy. Yeah, I mean?
So what the fuck are we going to talk about? What are we talking about?
Look. You done did your cry session. Let me do mine. Okay.
Now
then after I get my cry session,
then we can move forward.
Then we can move forward. Okay.
What are you crying about?
Now, what I want to do is, I think the last time I was on the show, because I do something that you don't know nothing about, and that's work. You know what I mean?
White last time this nigga was on.
I done re-roof my house and all of that, but we ain't got to go through that. But you know, so that's why I ain't been here. Yeah. But now that I'm back, I realized when I left the last time that I said some untruths, and I said them on the show. So I wanted to correct them on the show. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the same people that, you know what I'm saying, that was looking in probably looking now. So I wanted to get this off my chest because I try to be 100 with it. But and it's just because when I answer certain questions, I get in my feelings, and it usually go back to my immediate family, not my extended family, which is like his people.
Okay.
And you know, I got some nieces and you know stuff like that. That you know what I'm saying. But like Sharon, his mother, Sharon is Lasco now. Sharon Lasco. I want to give her flowers, because she is one of the best ex-wives a man could ever have. I think so. I think so. And I know for a fact that she has done things for me for my birthday, things that I should be grateful for, and I am in the past. And Cassandra, her sister, you know what I mean? The Collins family are some good people. When I didn't have what I considered a family. They welcomed me into their family with open arms. I'm still part of their family to the day. They have always been welcoming of me. So I want to get them flowers. She has done things for me. I think OleHead asked me a question. I can't remember exactly how he phrased it, but I set up here and act like that. Nobody's ever really done anything
when we were
before.
talking about celebrating each other. And,
exactly.
Okay,
exactly. And I cannot, Cassandra, she always showed me love. You know what I'm saying? Thomas, when he was around, showed me love. He always have. I appreciate him. He's still my brother-in-law till I die. Sandra gonna be my sister-in-law till I die. They've always shown me love, and I ain't always been the easiest person to show love to. Probably still ain't to the day.
Fact, boy,
you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that family has always showed me nothing but love. Even when she hated my guts, she still showed me respect and love. You know what I'm saying? And so I just wanted to let everybody know that, there have been some people that shown me love. I'm actually married now. My wife, she's shown me love. She's done things for me, parties, birthdays, stuff like that. But the thing of it is, like I said, when you ask me a question like that, I always kind of like bring it back to my family, because I felt like that. Like I always felt like, you know what I'm saying, I was on the outside. It was them, and then it was me. So when he asked me the question, I automatically went there, instead of encompassing my extended family, which is them. And they've been very good to me. Always have, still to the day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on a roll. I just got back. Can I talk?
Yeah, you don't talk for no
God. Okay, but look, says who? Nigga, this ain't the Jarrell show. Okay, all right. I got my point across.
Are you done?
Since you rush it, I had a couple of other people that I wanted to, you know what I'm saying?
You want to shout out some other
people? My wife, she told me birthday, she do stuff for me, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't give her I didn't give her flowers. You know what I'm saying? She fixes my breakfast in the morning, every morning. You know what I'm saying? So I go to work with, with something to eat. She always got, I don't know what she have in there. It's like opening up a box of Cracker Jacks. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if nigga wants something to eat, when I open it, it's gonna be something in there. I don't know what it is, you know what I mean? But it's gonna be something in there. So and she fixed me dinner. You know what I mean? I can't say that that statement that I made was true, because it wasn't. You know what I mean? And my nieces, they love me. I do have people that love me. I'm just saying, when I was young and when I was growing up and in my immediate family, I felt like it was just them and just me. You know what I'm saying? But though I have to, when I have to be careful when I'm on the show, when I'm speaking, I have to be all inclusive of the people that in my life. You know what I'm saying?
And we just recently, me and you were talking about this on the porch earlier. I think that, like, as men, we don't necessarily allow people to love on us in the way that, you know what I mean? The things that we sit there and talk about, like the things that we feel like we are missing. We don't allow people to fill those voids. And I've said this in a previous show.
Because we're taught that that's weak.
It's not even taught. It's like, in general, like it's going, even if you're not taught it, it's like the foundation of the thing is that, like, we don't feel valued. And then when somebody attempts to show the value, we act as though we don't need it. The validation. Those things. We act as though we don't need it. And we'll tell you, no, I don't want anything. No, I don't want anything for my birthday.
Okay.
I don't want anything for any of these things. And at the end of the day, then we'll double back and feel like nobody cares. You see what I'm saying? Like, we do that. And like me, myself, I naturally do the same thing. Like,
okay. Would you not say that this is a true statement. That is a learned behavior.
No, I think that maybe it is a learned behavior.
Okay.
So but I don't necessarily
being that it is a learned behavior, then the statement I made that you said, no, I don't think so, is the true statement.
No, you were just giving off what you
felt.
I said I can't say that. No, I don't think so about what you feel.
No. For what I said and comment on what you were saying, when I said that we are taught that is weak. As a man, it is weak to be looking for your flowers. You know what I'm saying? We are taught that that's weak. And that's why we don't really, you know what I'm saying? We really be like, they're gonna do something for your birthday, be like, well, hey, it is what it is, we get that because men are not taught to be, oh, it's my birthday. You know what I mean? We gonna do this, but like women be crunk.
Yeah.
Better not do something for, you know what I mean? So we're not taught that.
Honestly, the reason, I guess the reason why I don't disagree with what you're saying. What I'm saying is that, like, even if you were to say, like, how we talk about breaking generational curses, right? This is something that we talk about naturally all the time here in this point that we are. And I don't necessarily believe that we are actually attempting to do the thing. Like it's something that's celebrating, for someone to celebrate you. And I talked about this on my birthday. It was crazy because, like, I hadn't had nobody sing the happy birthday song to me for like fucking years. And then I was like, dang, this thing really feels good.
Yeah, I got really a video of you doing, when you was going through your emotions at that time.
And I hadn't
seen probably put it up there.
For everybody to see.
Yeah, we should probably put something like that.
I ain't mad at it. What I'm saying is that it felt great. And it was something that, like, it was my fault that I didn't allow them to do the thing.
Why? Because, like, downplaying it and
like naturally, like, I feel like I didn't feel that it was necessary.
Yeah, that's
like the celebrating of, like, the celebrating of us. We don't make sure that it happens. Women make sure that it happens for themselves.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
but we naturally
like you said, it is. He's right. It is a learned behavior. Even society does it to us. You know what I mean? When it comes to the birthdays, the holidays, Valentine's Day, like stuff like that, everything is geared towards what you're going to do for the woman.
And then, do we not also just live that way though?
But we
also live in a way that we
that's
are.
The way that is geared. Like, you're supposed to do this for her and you do that for her, and
it's all about her.
Our entire and see, the thing is that, to me, it's like, as I sat there and thought about it, it gets a little deeper. That to me is like, my existence is to provide and prepare everyone for everything else. You know what I mean? And so that's why I appreciate brotherhood, because in brotherhood we can sit there and, like, talk about the things that really, like, you know what I mean, move us and all that stuff. But, like, for me, my purpose as a, like, men, if you talk to men, and or at least my guys, like, or us, you know what I mean, we see our purpose to be outside of ourselves.
Yeah, for the most part.
Which means that it's easier to push off your celebrations.
Yeah.
It makes sense that you shouldn't celebrate. You know what I mean? My purpose is to...
And it, to be honestly speaking, though, and it kind of make you feel a little, you know what I mean? When somebody trying to celebrate you,
100%.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it feels a little, you get uncomfortable. Exactly. You get uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And maybe some of that is the reason why I look at it the way I look at it, because, it's just uncomfortable to think about, you know what I mean? And then, like I say, it's a learned behavior. I didn't get it when I was young. There was nobody, it wasn't like no big thing, because I had a birthday or whatever happened. It was never a big thing. But when the girls, oh Lord, we got the party and we got to figure out who's coming and what we gonna have and how they gonna dress, and we gonna dress alike, and you know what I'm saying? That's the women shit. And so that's why I say the feeling that you have and that we share is a learned behavior. It's learned because you look at the men around you. When you're growing up, you look at the men around you. You don't see them. Men don't get celebrated. You got a onesies and twosies.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we don't get
Well,
celebrated.
your celebration comes when you get breakfast in the
That's
morning.
right. That's your thing right there.
You know,
You
what I mean?
get
The
breakfast when
everyday,
you get home and you coming home and you get on the phone and you say, "Hey, I'm on my way home. What I'm gonna eat?" You know what I mean? And she say, "Okay, but da 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 da." You know what I mean?
That's
your celebration right there. And that's all we expect is the plate. What more you expect than the plate, bro? I mean, for real, for real. That plate is fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's fire. And when you open that dresser and you got clean drawers in there and socks, that shit fire. You don't give a damn where they came from. You ain't trying to figure out how they got there. You just know that when you open that drawer, you're going to have some clean socks, some clean drawers, and some clean clothes to put on. When I open my shit up, and I appreciate the shit out of it, because my wife be washing like a motherfucker. She don't like to see no dirty clothes.
Yeah.
She be trying to take the shit out of my back and wash it. But I'm just saying, that's what we, you know what I mean? That's us. That's our celebration. That's our, you know what I mean? We don't really expect much more than that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Now that we did bring up the topic the other week, a couple weeks ago now, because you've been going how long? Yeah,
2 weekends. This is third.
You've been going a while. So
I've been working, bro. My knees hurting now.
So
get off your knees.
But
when you roofing, you be on your knees, and I've been roofing. Yes,
but it did make you think about it. You know what I'm saying? To a point where it's at least what happened. The discussion, it goes to make you think about like, hey, yeah, I was brought up this way. My life did go this way. To a point where it even stopped me from recognizing the good that was happening to me on a everyday basis from a whole nother family that I luckily inherited.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's big that you come on here and acknowledge that. That's what's up. You know what I mean?
And that's how you're able to do what I did. I kind of like what we do as men, we kind of push that kind of stuff to the side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it don't really feel manly to want those things. You know what I'm saying? It don't really feel manly to want those things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so that's how, and that's why I apologize, but that's the difference between men and women. Women, they crank, that's the highlight sometimes of the story that they're telling. They birthday, excuse me, they birthday, what they did, how, the plans, and you know what I'm saying, and what they got, and what they man did, and that shit just, but us, when do we talk about, you know what I'm saying? When we bring that up?
Yeah.
When do we actually bring that up? So it's kind of a thing where I didn't mean no harm, but at the same time, the part of my life that encompasses that is all negative to me. Because I remember back when, you know what I'm saying? And maybe I hold on to it because it gives me that drive. You know what I'm saying? Like the way I work, you know what I mean? That was the only praise that I really enjoyed. That was, well, I'm gonna say that was the most praise or appreciation I had for anything that anybody said. When people, I was proud of the fact that you could talk to anybody, and during the conversation somewhere, it's gonna come up, boy, that nigga will work. He will work. I hung my hat on that shit. I still too. It's a habit. And so, but at the same time, it's also a habit that I still work that way, even though I'm old as I am now. That's why I'm broke down from, rebuilding the top of this house.
There's more to life, though, man.
I know it is. But
there's more to life. Like,
but you have to learn how to enjoy that too. You have to learn how to enjoy those other things, or to look forward to those other things.
Because of what's happening, what it sounds to me, and I could be wrong, is that you actually did have a lot of those moments. You ended up missing them.
Exactly. They didn't stick with me.
They didn't stick with you.
Exactly.
Because you still holding on to a certain thing.
Exactly. Because men in my life, my dad, the guys that was around my dad, niggas, we bust ass every day.
But
we literally worked from sun up to sundown, 7 days a week, unless it rained. We literally did that.
And I ain't trying to do that shit.
We hung our hats on
I'm not.
That we was a different time. I understand that. We was a different time. But yeah, that's where I got it from. That's where that's the praise that I remember enjoying the most. You know what I mean? Because I was one of the guys, and this is what we did. You know what I'm saying? And I still have that same work ethic to a point. But I mean, I'm pretty much at a point in my life that I'm ready to find something else to enjoy.
Yeah, you gotta find them. Enjoy breakfast, nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if it ain't but a bowl of cereal, I still enjoy cereal.
Enjoy your cereal, man.
I still enjoy cereal. I ain't ashamed to say it. I still enjoy cereal.
I know this about. I got to celebrate my birthday a couple times, so you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Wife did make sure. Few of them was pretty damn near decent. You know what I mean?
Pretty damn near decent. You got correct that. Ain't she on the? Ain't she?
She ain't watching this shit.
Oh, she. Oh, that's how you get away with that. Oh, okay. Okay, you better hope when her girlfriend.
You better say they was all decent. Not all of them, but there was some. There were some good ones. You know what I'm saying? There were some good ones. There were two hands worth of good ones.
2 hands worth.
That's at least half of the whole.
That's a lot of. Yeah, that's a lot of. Yeah, that's a lot.
But do we have any more memes that we're doing? Or
let me see. Hold on.
We don't cry enough. We don't cry enough.
We back in. You know what I mean?
Hold on. We'll see. Hopefully,
Jesus Christ, niggas need I got to start passing around like a Karen blanket or something.
I know it. We done had an emotional moment or something, I believe.
I'm the only one that ain't apologizing for
nothing. You ain't got nothing to apologize. Let me talk to your wife. Let me see if you got something you need to apologize.
No, I ain't letting you talk to her about nothing. No.
Oh, I think. Oh yeah, I got some solid ones. Okay, this one's funny. Let me see if we can get them.
Yeah, change the mood.
Yeah, let's see if this will.
Damn.
Okay, I know what I need to do.
Well, you got the camera on me.
All jokes aside, you look like you need some practice.
Okay.
No, this thing.
So I found out the perfect hack to see if you have a UTI or not. So you take some of your pee, like you pee in the cup, and then you put apple juice in, and they said stick like a little cotton padded thing and just dip it in there. And if it turns like a brown color, then you have a UTI. If it stays the same color, then you're good.
What? A what?
Looks like I'm good.
A what?
A urinary tract infection.
Apple juice, right?
And pee.
You fucking lying.
I told you not to drink my stuff. You drink something?
Can y'all see it?
You lying, man. Tell me you lying. Tell me it's a break.
I'm serious.
You're lying.
I'm gonna start it over. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's a skill shot.
There you going.
Okay. The fuck?
Bro, you fired. You know that?
Real quick.
Tone, we need you over here, bro. We need you over here. We need you over here, Tone.
Look at this shit.
This nigga don't know what he doing.
What's it doing?
Where's my
Play it. All right, you know, fuck
apple juice?
Don't drink my stuff.
because that ain't obviously.
Yeah, we need Tone. We need you to come on over here, bro.
Tonight. You
Tone,
we
need you to come over here, bro. I'm just being honest. You need to take some.
But either way, you know what I mean. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of why we all here tonight. Obviously, everybody's feeling fucking sorry for something. I don't know what's going on there, but you know,
yeah.
This nigga was sorry with the studs like that.
Yeah,
I tried.
Yeah, this nigga went back.
That was wild.
This was really dark for him. This nigga went back 8-10 years on it. Hey, at least mine was a couple weeks ago. His shit was 8-10
I don't know.
years
You
ago.
had some childhood skeletons you talk about too, but the reason why we're here tonight is to talk about being a stepdad or almost being one or being connected to one in some way. And the good, the bad, the ugly, you know. This thing put in a stud apology.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know it was in the showrunner, so that was a major feature.
Yeah.
Well, I was attempting to, like, it didn't necessarily.
It didn't come off like
as
you
I was
wanted to.
trying.
I think you probably
don't do no more apologies because you told that one.
you pissed him off with that one.
Yo, didn't get me. Okay, go
But
ahead.
either way, grant us some grace tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm a stepdad. Are you a stepdad?
Yeah, I'm a stepdad.
You a stepdad?
Yeah.
You a stepdad?
No. Never been.
Did you deal with a stepdad? Did you have one? Did you know some?
Yes.
You did have one. Okay,
sure.
so you have some. So everybody here is qualified.
I don't know. 10 days don't count.
We're qualified.
Okay.
We're pretty much subject matter experts at this point.
I think so. To a certain extent.
Hey,
I'm
listen.
not a subject matter expert.
If not, we'll fucking apologize next week for it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that'll be great. But my family. We'll start with me since we've definitely heard enough about you guys. Nah, real talk though. Like I have a stepdaughter. You know what I mean? Like we have a blended family. When I met my current wife now, I said that like I had more than one. My current wife, right? Yeah, that was kind of. I'll apologize for that one next week. But yeah.
Go ahead, bro. You got to go ahead.
Either way, you know what I mean.
Shoe is that right now?
A shooter I done stepped in some shit.
I know it. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, you might want to wash them before you put them back on.
Put them down there. You know what I mean. But either way, when I met my wife, who became my stepdaughter later on, she was 4 or 5 months old. You know what I mean?
Early on.
Yeah, very early on.
Do you understand what you just said?
I know it did. It came off weird, but the whole shit's weird right now.
When you met,
when I met my wife,
who became your stepdaughter.
my stepdaughter, it didn't flow right. You know what I mean? But she had a child.
I ain't sleep over here today.
You know what I'm saying? And I had a child, so you know what I mean. We came with luggage, both of us.
Yeah.
And I feel like when we had talked about it before, and I said to you, I was like, well, I got lucky because I didn't have to deal with the
preteen.
Because she was super young. But I mean, like, I didn't have to deal with the baby daddy part of it.
Oh, okay.
Like with him coming around and all, because the nigga was just,
ghost.
He was never a factor. You know what I mean? So it was never a thing in my house. You know what I mean? But the crazy part about it was there was always the thought of a thing is what led to like certain, at first you like, okay, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But as you start putting some years in and this kid starts hitting 3, 4, 5, you just like, yo, I'm dad. Like, there ain't another one. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't, we didn't even have a talk with her about it until she hit about, I think, like 10 or 12.
You shouldn't talk about like the fact that you and her
that I'm not her dad. Yeah. And I mean that came up because of the kids. When she was going to school and with her brother and sister, then it was like, well, you don't look like them, and when you're young, it's like, oh,
light skin.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm asking.
She light skinned?
I'm saying it's like the thing that came
up. No, they all like
it's like
because you know how when you got a bunch of kids, you can be like, oh, well, she looks like mom. You know what I mean? And these two, like, they look more like dad, and you look like your mother.
Oh,
you know
see, comparative amongst the kids.
Yeah, so just like, so it was, and I well, she got mom's last name, but the kids don't ask, well, why is my last name different from yours? Because it was like, well, she got mom's last name, so it was like, oh, okay, well, whatever. They weren't always married. You know what I'm saying? So. It wasn't a thing until she got a little bit older. And then when she went to school, I think kids in school, I don't know how the fuck kids in school by 5th, 6th grade, they know more about your house than the niggas living in it. And they like, well, you don't look like them too. They started pointing out differences to her. And then she started coming home acting a little funny about it. And then I think the other two I don't know what the hell they knew, but there was some joke that was made which caused my wife and I to actually have that fucking conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then we had to talk, and it was just like, she's like, well, I'm gonna take her for a ride, and I'm gonna talk to her about it. You know what I mean? And she did. And when she came back home, like, and it's fucked up because it felt like for a moment there, our relationship wasn't the same. I felt the distance. She put up a little baby wall, you know, between the relationship of her. Now it came down, but for a little while there was, you could definitely feel like everything shifted inside the fucking house.
You talking about
what I mean?
with your stepdaughter?
Yeah.
She okay.
Yeah, because I nenever acknowledged her as my stepdaughter.
I understand that.
It's like all those years growing up, if anybody ever asked me, you know, or you know, because you know, people ask, oh, how many kids you got? 3. That was always my answer. I got 2 girls and a boy. You know what I mean? This is before the other 2 was born, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always stayed with that. You know what I mean? I never was the type to be like, oh, well, well, he's from her over there, and he's from, you know, and so she's my stepdaughter, but I just say that, and they go, oh, well, how long y'all been? And then it's like, well, you know, since she was 5 months old, pretty much. Oh, well, your dad. So
exactly. Yeah.
But there was a thing.
Did her dad not ever try and step up?
Nah, not really.
He just chalked it.
Yeah. So he tried to step up to other people around people that knew us. So he was, oh, well, they don't let me see her.
Oh, okay. Victim. He was the victim.
Yeah, he was a victim. That's exactly what it was. He played himself as a victim. Like, nigga, ain't nobody stopped you.
Okay, so that wasn't real. It wasn't real. So
No.
if he would have wanted to, which is, we know that this is a thing where it's like there are dads that would like to be a part and are not able to be a part based on whatever reason and mom come up with. So you're saying that wasn't the case?
No.
And you're sure of it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm 100 because it was like there's a couple of attempts. Like my wife tried to make attempts, which, to be honest with you, this shit just actually used to piss me off. And I never really said nothing to her about it because I didn't want to cause it, because I could see that it already was affecting her. Because she had such a thing in her of she needs to know. She needs to know. I think that she had a thing in her, like she didn't want her daughter to ever grow up and resent her. Like, you didn't let me know my dad, or you kept my dad from me, or, you know, things that young people do. You know what I mean? And I would hear her talk to either other women or friends or whatever, and it would just be like, yeah, well, you know, that's his stepdaughter. And I'm like, I never used to put that line up when I say that. Why do you put the line up?
Oh, yeah.
Like when you tell other people, you know. And I of course, like I never said nothing to her, but it just like it used to make me walk off feeling sometimes like, well, damn, ain't I enough? Like, why the fuck? If I'm here 24/7, we got a house, we got a marriage, everybody got, you know what I'm saying? The fuck you need him for? You know what I mean? Like that's how, like my man side was taking it that way. Because I couldn't understand, like, I was just like, oh, what? She ain't gonna give a shit.
You know, how many women would have loved to have had you 100%. As a stepfather for their kids?
Well, you know
what I mean. I'm serious. I'm dead ass. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I feel the same way myself. You know, as far as like, you know, being in the stepfather role or whatever. But the thing about me was, I never took the time to understand or try to understand children. You know what I'm saying? As far as like their perception of you coming into the house, the different emotions that they're going to go through, and the amount of communication it take to work through that until I got older. You know what I'm saying? Sound like you got it before I did. You know what I'm saying? Age wise, you know, when I was, you know, let's say 25 and you was 25, you was on different time than I was on when I was that age. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me until later years to appreciate children.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I had children.
And actually worry about,
Mhm.
you know,
the relationship.
what they could think. I was,
Mhm.
I guess it was more or less like, we know what we're building inside this house together. You know what I'm saying? So if you, to me, it was like, if you can give a kid enough,
Then
let
the rest
them,
don't matter.
let them see love.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Number one,
Yes,
you know what I'm
definitely.
saying? We ain't grow up, ain't nobody in the house get treated different because, oh, okay, well, for him, well, that's not really your mom, but that's this.
Yeah.
And you're not really dad, but you're this.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You know
I think
what
that
I'm
was
saying?
I
Like,
think it was a blessing that
we ain't do that shit, dog.
you ended up being able to. You said some months old. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some months old, baby.
Yeah.
For most scenarios, you talking about
Like
like
me.
dealing with someone who has a child that's like maybe teenage,
Yeah,
or like
preteen.
like
Yeah,
like
right there.
Long enough
preteen.
that they know
Yeah,
enough.
Right,
yeah,
right. They
yeah.
know who their daddy is, and they
Yeah.
know you ain't their daddy, and they
That's
gonna
right.
tell you ain't my daddy.
Yeah.
At some
That's
point,
right.
like that's the thing that happens
Mhm.
based on like and I felt like the conversation was important because like here lately I've had conversations with a few of my guys, and it's like it's very hard with her children or her child. You know what I mean? And it was crazy because I may be drawing it back a little bit, but like I remember early in the pod, like it was like, okay, if I was to be single, which I'm married, everybody knows that. But if I was to be single, I wouldn't want a woman with a child. That was the way I was thinking, right? And then like after the pod, like a couple years, like 2 years go by, it's like, dawg, I actually wouldn't want a woman that didn't have a child. But then also, what does that look like? And I can give my regional. We can talk about that on another episode. But like, what is coming into a family, being a man? You know what I mean? As of course, the woman that's going to be trying to date a dude, she's going to be looking for somebody that's going to be a leader, a protector, a provider. These things that we try to encompass as men, and then you allow this man to come in, and how does he? Not even how he's going to mess up the dynamic in the child's mind. You mean it's messing up the dynamic of the household because I'm not used to this presence, and then now this man is here.
Yeah, he's on the couch,
and this nigga is in the way. You mean so like I've never
changed it? Yeah, because it be just to piggyback off what you're saying. When that man comes into the house, then if the house is a healthy function family dynamic, then he sets the pace. He sets rules, he changes rules, he turns that around to be what he feels like, how he feel like a house should move and how things should work and in what order things should go. But in a situation like that, I'm a little older than y'all, so I found out that what works for me and what should probably work for anybody is the fact that you have to make a conscious effort to establish boundaries with the child or children. You have to make a conscious effort to make sure that the children know that you care about them, not only their mother.
Yeah, and that's
and then you also have to make that child let that child know and work with them in a manner in which they feel comfortable coming to you about something that's going on in the house with them, whatever. You have to, it is your job as the man coming into the house to be smart enough and have enough understanding to know that if you want this house to move the way you want it to move, you can't go in there playing big dick. You got to go in there and you have to let everybody in there know, especially if they preteen or older, because they understand a lot more than we get them credit for.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know what type of trauma that kid been through,
and that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Or and you got to be careful with it because it's definitely every scenario, of course, is going to be different, and it's going to be what you do has to be related to the age of the child that's in there. Because in my scenario, like you gotta, there's a baby. There's no opposition. Opposed to
that's right.
This kid's 10.
That's right.
This kid's 15. They done been through the back and forth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
From what you're saying, I'm like this, married and all like that. Yeah. If I were to come into just outside thinking, and I were to deal with a female that already had a kid, you know what I mean? And if I'm gonna tell you right now, if that female, regardless of the age of the kid, to me, if she doesn't have a good communication with the baby's father, I wouldn't deal with her. I would not deal with her in no case. I don't care how old the kid was.
And no bullshit. Something that I've seen, and I won't give any particulars, but like something that I've seen is like I've been a witness to like a homie that is a great father. Nigga that's like thorough as fuck, like does what he, goes above and beyond. And then seeing that like his baby mom treat him like he ain't shit, and the dude fuck with her. And to me, I think that's the craziest thing.
Yeah, see that?
Like as a dude to like mess with a woman that you can see bro is doing everything he can do.
Okay.
He's a good dude. And then you as a man come in and mess with a woman the way you can see her treating bro that way. That to me is some scum ass shit. Like there's no way that I can respect, like I can't even if you was my homie, you can't be my homie at that point. Like if you messing with a woman and she knows and you can see that bro is doing the work. You mean he's doing the work? Fuck the bread. I'm talking about time.
Yeah.
Because the bread don't mean nothing. The time is what's the most important thing. You actually being a father, like that don't have nothing to do with like even in the house with your kids. What you'll notice is that time is more important than what you buy.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm just talking about it in a way like if it's a female that's like, you know how like they'll trash a dude.
Yeah.
I can't stand my baby's dad. He's this way, he's that way. And in the beginning, you're like, oh, in the beginning relationship, just like with hers, she had a kid and this and that, and she's like, yeah, he ain't this. I ain't fuck that nigga.
But if you see it, bro, pull up though. It's different when you seeing, bro. When you seeing, bro, work. See what I'm talking about? There's different when you seeing, bro, work. When you seeing, bro, work.
Yeah, but that's like if you got, I guess, like if you have some time in with him. To me, it's like it's almost like a red flag in the very beginning. Is what I'm saying. Like I probably wouldn't even be there long enough to see if he actually was a good dad, and she's the one that's tripping.
Oh, you said you
know what I'm saying?
So say it again. Your premise
just like
from you.
I'm just saying that if I were in that scenario, you know what I mean, at this stage in my life or whatever, or even at younger, if she's sitting there trashing the dad, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even have to be it don't take me 30 days, 60 days, 6 months to figure this shit out and be like, oh, they just ain't getting along, but he actually is. He does come by. He does pick the child up. He does do all this other shit to a point where I gotta go down there and now y'all two can't talk, so I gotta go to the car to go talk to this nigga. Like, it just shows me something's wrong with the way that you make choices.
No, I get that. I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll say this about on my side, like, she didn't trash the baby's dad. You know what I mean? Like, even in the very beginning of the like she tried, I want to say numerous times in the early years to try to like take her to go see him. And you know what I'm saying? Especially like in the first year, I remember she got on a bus and went all the way to New York to go take her to go see him and the family and all this other shit. And this nigga just turned out to be a piece of shit.
Yeah, some
you know what I mean? Like,
some guys are just that. Like the priorities, and that's just what it is. Like a lot of guys don't understand how important the seed is.
Yeah, man.
You mean but then I'll talk about it from another space. So like I ain't never been a stepdad. But I've had a dude that my mom was with or married while I was, younger. And I remember like the idea of like I remember a cool ass dude. But he wouldn't. I mean, at the end of the day, like me being an adult, I understand that bro was just like on some. You know what I mean? That was a bad pick. He was nice looking. You know what I mean? Mom, dude, it was a bad pick. Bro wouldn't
How
worth
old
a
were
fuck.
you?
I was probably like high school years, like ninth grade. Maybe I was like 16, 15, 16, something like that. And I'm a boy, you know what I mean? He liked basketball. I liked basketball at the time. He was, you know what I mean? He didn't necessarily do shit, but he did more than I was used to. You know what I mean? So I fuck with bro. And he understood like the idea of like trends. So like, oh, I wanted some Timberlands. He talked Mom Dukes into getting me some Timberlands. Like that was some shit that never happened before.
So he tried to connect with you.
Yeah, he tried to connect with me, and I fucked with him on that. But like at the end of the day, come to find out, like bro wasn't really, you know what I mean? He wasn't really what Mom Dukes needed. And then I found like the guy that I found that like Mom Dukes maybe did more need. Somebody that came in was trying to do the leadership shit. Bro, we gave bro a hard ass time. Especially my sister, gave bro a hard ass time.
And
you
you
can't
all
come in
teenagers.
here. Yeah, all
by this
teenagers.
time.
You know what I mean? All teenage years.
Yeah, that's gotta be rough.
And it's like you can't come in here and try to set some rules, nigga. We've been doing this shit the way we've been doing it this whole time. And now you want to come in here and act like you supposed to run the crib, bro. You don't run this bitch though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's very difficult. And I can only imagine a man coming into a situation where you talk about teenage kids.
Yeah.
And as a man, you gonna come in, especially if she been single for years. They say these kids shiny and new every time they turn around. Motherfucker got Vaseline on their face. Then you know what I mean, fresh motherfucking hair. And you know what I mean, these kids nowadays, you go outside, bro. You see these kids. When we was growing up, bro, these kids, your hair was not cut every time you see them, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You mean nowadays these kids is fresh, bro. These the freshest goddamn kids we ever seen. Period. These kids is fresh, shiny, and new.
That either way though, that's got to be rough though, to be coming into a scenario like that,
absolutely.
and you dealing with a teenager. Like that shit has got to be rough.
And the relationship with the mom,
it
like
can be
the cleanliness, you know what I mean, the respect, what you know what I mean. It's a lot. Like a lot of times they come in and try to be homie.
Yeah.
But like that ain't what I experienced. They was coming in trying to be like the man, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was trying to be the homie, but the homie shit ain't gonna necessarily work either.
But see,
it only works for a little while.
Yeah, but see, it's easier for a man to do it when it's girls, but it's harder for a man to do it when it's boys.
No,
and if it's boys and girls, then usually the girls feed off of the son's energy, the boy. Yeah. And it's gonna be hard, especially at them latter teenage age years, those latter teenage years. It's gonna be hard for a boy to accept a man and in a manner in which he accepts his father.
Yeah.
Because of the simple fact that unless his father just did some horrific shit, he in the back of his mind, he want his dad.
Yeah.
That's just a man thing.
Yeah.
I know that because I lived
teenage shit too.
You see what I'm saying?
You can buy a kid.
Yeah.
Like a kid, you can buy a kid.
Yeah, you can buy a kid.
I don't mean like on the internet, but like you can buy a kid.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure everybody else do too.
And the crazy thing, like, he talking about like the idea of like the boy being there. I remember getting kicked out, having to live with OleHead, and him having a wife that had 2 daughters, and this nigga like taking the fucking door off the hinges in the crib.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I know that it was rough, and this is the reason why I was like, okay, well, this conversation could be good, could be dope, because I was around while he was experiencing what the fuck was happening.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We had one daughter that was more tomboyish, and she was like kind of cool. She was cool. The other one was a lot more the emotion, the
Girly
slamming
girl.
doors and all that shit.
Yeah.
And being a man in that house, okay, you slam the door, now we taking the bitch off the hinges. But at the same time, the woman has to allow you. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
That's the hard
tough.
part right there. As a man coming into the situation, is she going to allow you to be the man in the house? And oftentimes, like, bro, she's not going to allow you to have any type of discipline to the youngin, because this ain't your fucking youngin.
That's why she
And
needs
this
to be by
it's going to be
herself.
so much more difficult.
That's why that one need to be by herself.
I mean,
and that's why her kids is gonna be hell on.
Well, I'm gonna tell you,
you know what I mean? Because if you don't, that's just it's just a fact. I lived it, like you say. You know some of it.
I was there.
I lived it. Unless you let the man be the man of the house, your house is gonna be chaos, because you and whoever she is and whoever you are, y'all gonna fall out. Y'all gonna keep falling out about the kids. So y'all relationship is already doomed from day one, because unless it can't be, it's just like you go on the job. There's supervisors, managers, plant managers. You know, it's levels.
The hierarchy.
You know what I'm saying? So you never in a business, they will never let you see the manager, the warehouse manager, and the plant manager have words in front of any of the employees. They have their conversation in a room somewhere away from everybody. Nobody knows what that conversation and what went on there. And then the manager comes back
and disseminates the information.
Disseminates the information and runs the warehouse. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the same way the house has to be structured. You want the buck stops here. You need to know that, and you need to make sure that they know that. And if there's a problem that we have that problem when it's me and you. Not when it's me, you, and the kids. Because soon as they see that there's a little division in there, or one taking one side and the other one, you know, when they see that, it's over with. It's over with.
That's one thing that we definitely try to, because we've had plenty of arguments over all the years of being together, especially when they were younger. Because it wasn't easy. You know what I mean?
Choir, bro.
You know, it definitely wasn't easy, and there was a lot of arguments about the kids. And you're right, it didn't happen in front of them.
That's right. That's right.
And that goes
that's
beyond
why
being step, but that goes beyond being step, and you mean step kids or like biological kids. That goes beyond that. You know what I mean? In general, like and what I was saying, even like now we're talking about like I have my kids or my biological kids. They even still like, if you allow a child, like the idea of like speaking to kids, go and tell your daddy such and such. You know what I mean? Go and tell your mommy such and such.
Yeah, we ain't do that shit.
You go and fuck around and
blur the line.
You're putting your kid in a space where they shouldn't be.
Exactly.
The communication should be direct to each other. And like I even in my marriage now, like I mess around and found like my daughter came and told me something, and she said it in a telling me some shit tone. And I had to catch myself, because I was, who are you talking to? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you trying to tell me what your mom said.
Yeah.
Now you finna put short. No. She finna wear some shit she wouldn't even deserve it.
Don't shoot the messenger.
I was about to serve you.
No.
You need to know what you just sent her in here to get. You just sent her in here to get some shit that she wouldn't even deserve it of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the tension was already there. You know what I mean? And now you just sent her in here to say the thing that you wanted to say. And now she about to get fed.
She said it the way that you said it to her.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Talking to me and like, who the fuck? I'm about to who the fuck is you talking to?
That's what I'm talking about.
She's trying to relay the message, man.
Yeah, and so like I didn't serve her. What you know what I mean? I try to do my best to like understand what the fuck's going on.
What just happened.
Yeah, because like it's so easy to be tipped into emotion in a relationship. Like as a man, what I've learned is like, bro, you just gotta kind of almost be as emotionless as you can be, because you can be teetered and tottered on on a fucking whim, and you can, you know what I mean? If you allow yourself to not be controlled, you can go, because there's you mean women they know how to get to you.
Yeah.
And so they'll move the thing in the way, and then you know what I mean. The natural, it's like, yeah, no, but I'm not gonna be emotional.
Yeah, and be like, well, tell your mama this then. You know
yeah,
what
exactly.
I mean?
Then you start telling, oh yeah, well,
that's what I was
tell
talking
your
about.
mama that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now the baby is that
don't
she's
do
the
that.
victim in the whole joint.
Yeah.
Passing the messages back and forth.
Yeah. There has to be one at the top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got you the plant manager. You got to have a warehouse manager, and that's her. You the plant manager. She's the warehouse manager. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be telling these employees.
We don't. Yeah, don't be sending your employees to tell me nothing. You know what I mean? Don't send your employees to tell me nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And then, but
that's the way you got to run that.
You know, the thing is that you can run it that way, but the best way to say it is that we're both plant managers.
Man.
That's how you do it. You just
Here we
do it
go.
that way.
No,
But you still
you
know what I'm
keep
saying.
my plant manager ass.
Know what I'm
It
saying?
ain't but one plant manager in my house.
You can be.
It ain't.
What I'm saying is that
no.
the reason why I say that is that there's a way that things can be perceived versus what the reality of the thing is.
You just have to be a good plant manager.
Yeah.
That way, when you relay information to your manager, they feel encompassed in the decision. That's all that is.
So we're pretty much saying the same thing.
No, because it ain't but one plant manager. You said two.
Man. No.
One and two do not sound the same. It doesn't infer the same.
See, the thing is, you're missing it.
Okay,
which is how you really. You see what I'm saying? The way you do it is that you could miss it that way.
Okay, all right, bro. Now we critiquing and going through all of this. It's one fucking. When listen, in the Bible, it's one head of household.
Read the Bible.
And I ain't got to read the Bible. I'm just using that. I'm just using that as a book that's older than all of us put together. That tells you the manner in which the house is supposed to be ran.
And what did it say?
And it says
what the good
that
say?
You have one head.
I don't know.
One. One.
I don't think that's in there.
Okay, well, that's why. That's why.
I don't think that's in there.
That's why Nah came in there and goddamn told you to goddamn.
Hold on, Jesus. Let me ask you. Let me ask you this.
Yeah, go use the bathroom.
When you realized you was a stepdad, how old were the kids at the time? Like when you came into that scenario?
That scenario, about 12, 13, about 12.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, that's rough right there.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
But I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. So I blew that up.
Okay.
I blew that up because I didn't understand how to maneuver in that situation to where it's in you ain't got to worry about the woman because you got her because she allowed you to come in her house and you see what I'm saying? So you got her. So you need to not worry about her. You need to establish a relationship with them. And you need to let them understand you're not there to try to boss them around. You're not there to try to take their mother from them. You're not there. You're not there to, push everybody around. But at the same time, you have to let them know when you say something, you mean what you say. And you got to start that from day one. You can't come in there and kiki and yada and let them do it. And then all of a sudden y'all get serious and now you want to start goddamn being their daddy. No. You come in to the situation and you move in a manner in which you are comfortable moving if this situation gets serious.
Yeah.
So therefore, the relationship that you and the child have and that y'all have established thus far doesn't change. They're used to it. It's nothing changed. You see what I'm saying? I had to learn that.
How long do you think that you was there when you feel like, and this could have been a long time ago, where you like first had to be like the disciplinarian to tell them, hey, don't do that.
And how does she react
Or
to being a disciplinarian?
don't talk, because a lot of times it may be a situation where in the beginning you kind of like, yeah, you still you with mom, you in the crib, but you letting the kids kind of do what they want.
Yeah.
And you kind of look to the mom because you're trying to, you know, all right, like how much leeway are we going to go here before shit starts getting real uncomfortable?
I'm gonna be honest.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember because it didn't go right from the beginning.
Okay.
So therefore, it wouldn't be fair for me to try to sit here and say, "Oh well, I did this and this is this."
Okay.
Because
yeah.
I didn't even have a clue at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't have a clue. I learned late. I learned everything late.
Like.
Yeah, that's why I still got a job because I learned everything late.
You ain't the plant manager.
I ain't plant manager.
Something that I think is fair because we said the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's very easy for us to harp on like the negatives of like, you know what I mean? The idea, like it is a struggle. And I think that like a lot of the guys, a lot of the homies, the reason why this came up was because like guys are having a tough time with this whole thing. But there's also some goods that could possibly come from it too. And so like let me step back. I meant to say this a second ago. There was a time period in the podcast where I was saying like, oh, I wouldn't want to date a woman with a child, right? And then as time progressed, I realized like I wouldn't want to, and I'm married now, but like if it were the case, like I wouldn't want to date a woman that didn't have a child at this point, right? Because I understand what children do to a mindset and an understanding and a growth. You know what I mean? I understand what they do to the growth. And so I wouldn't want to date a woman that didn't have a child.
Yeah.
And as I'm looking at it, like children are they are very much so a reflection of their upbringing, their reflection of their parents' decisions. And what you will find is if the children behave in such a manner, these are repercussions of the decisions that the individual, the mother has made, or the absence of a father, or the father being present. These are all
we're a product of our environment.
And so like there are some great things that come from this as well. You can mess around and get into a family where the youngin is dope as shit. Like youngin, you mean, is fire. He got, you mean, got his head on straight. Him and her has their head on straight. Has a level of, I think that as a man, you're naturally going to walk into a place and try to make this thing the way that you would want it to be. And so there's going to be some, you know what I mean, some obstacles. Yeah. But at the same time, it doesn't necessarily have to be like what I seen OleHead experience with, you know what I mean, the experience, you know what I mean, I was got kicked out, was living with you, and he did the thing, and I remember taking the door off the hinges type shit, you slamming doors, and you know what I mean, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that extreme. There's many cases where women are doing a decent job and they have decent kids, and where you can come into a loving situation and
just blend right in.
And, I mean, you're naturally going to shake things up, but like it's going to be for the better, and then the mom will be co-signing what you're doing. A lot of times what we're saying is that like the reason why shit is so tumultuous is that she's not co-signing the thing. So you're trying to, and
or
like,
she might have started out co-signing it, and then it got to a certain point where you got to really be on some dad shit, and now she's like, well, no, wait.
Yeah, and I think that that's a touchy thing. Like
it is.
I remember when and I'm gonna stop talking because like I haven't experienced it and y'all have. But I remember when I was younger, there was a woman that I was talking to, and she had a baby girl. She had a daughter, and I ain't have no kids, and I told her that I wouldn't go and be with her because of the baby. And I remember her telling me like, yeah, you're like not being a man, or like you supposed to be, you know what I mean, some strong back shit. And I was like, well, I feel like I'm making the most mature decision I can make because
I am not
I have no idea. Do you mean I have no fucking idea how to even start to try to be, you mean? There's no way I don't understand what the fuck's going on. So for me to sign up for this, I'm not equipped.
Mm-hmm.
You mean? And so like, I think that she respected my rebuttal to her telling me that I was not a man. You know what I mean? You need to step up and be a man. It's like, yeah, no, but I'm not equipped yet.
Yeah.
And I think she respected it. And that's like my closest. And actually, I got one more experience. I remember there was a time where I was messing with a woman and
I was gonna say something fucked up, but
she had a homegirl that was living with her, and then Shorty had like 4 boys.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she was definitely on Qutte time. And the youngest, like, I'm trying to go to sleep, and they was up there just downstairs doing all of the shit, and I couldn't go to sleep. I go downstairs and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna turn the TV off so y'all understand it's time to go to sleep.
Yeah.
These ain't my kids. This ain't the woman that I'm messing with kids. These is her sister's kids that live there. I turned the TV off. Next thing I know, the next day, she was telling me how don't try and discipline my kids. And I'm like, okay, I ain't looking at it as discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm looking at it as like, okay, so the answer is y'all still up because the TV, you know what I mean? Y'all doing the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she came at me and I'm like, bro,
it's time I'll see you later. It's time to go.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing else to them goddamn kids.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not.
I know that what I'll tell you is
I'm not even saying I'm leaving.
Hey, you know it's Qutte. They named the dog 6.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right.
So
they
I
named
don't know
the dog what?
6.
Yeah.
Just 6.
And she had a nut. You know what I mean? She probably, I don't know how many kids she got now. But at the same time, it's like, you know what I mean?
I bet she wish somebody come around and turn the fucking TV off.
At this point, well, I mean, I don't even know if she
mean?
know that she should have a motherfucker that turn the TV off.
Jeez.
I'm pretty sure that, it becomes very difficult. I could only imagine, you know what I mean, being a man and attempting to be a man in the space where the norms are already set.
Yeah.
And then you come in and you're naturally going to try to create new norms. And those norms aren't going to sit because there's already norms there. And if she doesn't back you on the new norms, then what the fuck? Then you and the
you're fucked.
Dealing
with you're fucked at that point. You might as well just go ahead and go.
Yeah, definitely.
Because both that's the key thing. And you said it earlier. You both got to be on the same page. You both got to be on, because it's going to get weird when you go to start. You know, at some point in time, you're going to have to discipline a kid. You know what I mean? And I don't mean like whooping their ass, but even if it's a firm talking to, you know what I'm saying? Like you just wilding out. Like kids, you know what I'm saying? At a certain age, every kid causes a little trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Here and there. You know what I mean? So there's going to come that, or you know what? Let's say the kid ain't even causing no trouble. Let's say they are a teenager. And you in the kitchen and you giving advice to the kid about a thing that they going through in school or with a relationship or whatever. And maybe it doesn't coincide. Now you found out through the advice that you're giving, that's something that doesn't coincide with mom's thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
It don't even got to be a bad thing.
Yeah.
You trying to help this young person navigate because you see, you know, maybe they're having a hard time or something like that. In school, fitting in, whatever. Dealing with a bully or, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And you trying to give some advice, not exactly you trying to be a dad or a mom or whatever, but you trying to help him.
You being an adult.
You being an adult.
You being an adult.
You know, and there's scenarios where the female may come in on some like, oh, don't be telling my son that.
Yeah.
Hey, would I stay with your motherfucking baby daddy?
Work it out. You
mean that's what like there?
You know what? That's a generic ass thing.
Yeah, it is.
No, what I'm saying is that the thing is that at the end of the day, I understand it's a generic statement, but what you're doing is you need to understand when you decide to leave, you're open because you want someone. You're opening yourself up for someone to come in and create new norms. If you're not going to be okay with someone coming in and create new norms, you can't expect a man to come into a new space and be a bitch. Because you didn't seek a man for him to be a bitch. You can't seek a man that's gonna be strong-willed, a protector, a provider. You can't
Provide,
seek a
do
man
all
that's
these
gonna
things,
do these
but don't
things.
say nothing to my kid, though.
Exactly, because there's no way that these two things can coexist.
And I agree with you on that.
So stay with him.
Yeah, but see, that's
Or
easier.
stay by yourself.
Or stay by yourself.
Stay by yourself.
It's one of those
until
things.
you figure it out. Yeah, you stay by yourself until you figure it out.
Until bro leaves, until they leave the house. Then you start dealing with a motherfucker when you're 50. Figure it out when you're 50. Once bro's gone, or shorty, your daughter or your son, once they're gone, and the expectation is not that this person comes in and leads a family. Now it's just us.
No, because I mean, in every scenario that doesn't fit though, OleHead, because I'm telling you, like in the scenario, okay, I just said it was generic, and that's what I meant by it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
what's your point?
So my point is that if you realize you fell for a fucked up dude, maybe it was a relationship between you and your dad, or
whatever it is
that didn't go right, and you didn't understand the signs or whatever was going on that you should have seen or whatever when you got into this relationship.
Okay,
then you end up with a kid. You end up with a kid, and you know that bruh's on some Tyrone shit. You know what I mean? He got
your baby daddy.
Yeah, your baby daddy.
Okay,
he on some Tyrone shit. And he doing shit that don't make sense that could fuck both of us up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And the best decision for you to do is just get out of that situation. Even though it is your son or daughter's dad, you get out of that situation to try to better yourself, to try to, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So in a scenario like that, the best thing you can do is get away from this motherfucker, because he on some fuck kind, you know, that could harm you and your kid's life. Because if the shit this person doing cause you to get locked up or, you know, to lose everything you got, then it's better to get out of that situation than it is to stay in that situation.
Agreed. And then what I don't understand, I thought you was going to take it a step forward. What did you disagree with? It don't sound like you disagree with anything I said. Because what I was saying is that, like, she should probably stay by herself until that kid leaves.
No. You said she should stay with the daddy.
I said stay with him, or what we kind of came to the synopsis. You stay with him or be by yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you're
but that's be by yourself is saying like permanently.
No. What I'm saying is that if you don't have the capability to allow the type of man that you say you want to come in to put his imprint in the household, then you need to stay by yourself. If you know that your child is not going to be able to be told what the fuck to do.
Okay, in that scenario,
what you will find,
in that scenario,
naturally, if you talk about teenage kids, bro, come in here, they don't give a fuck. You know, this is very normal. They don't give a fuck what bro got to say.
I understand.
These kids got
if this is the woman you're talking about, I agree 100%.
These boys get their hair done once a month. You know, you see my locks. I could afford it, and I still don't get my hair done like that. You know what I mean? We talking about these kids getting haircuts regularly. These kids is pretty. These kids, the way that, and it's no shade to the way women are doing the thing, but like these kids are very pretty, and so they're very, very timid and very, very pretty, and the expectation of a man is going to be completely different than the way that you're running the household. And so when he comes in here, he's going to be speaking as a man. If you're picking correctly, you want a man that's going to lead and all this stuff that you want. But you can't want that and then your child not be groomed in that way. You see what I'm saying? Because now bro can't. How do you expect for him to live in this situation?
I understand what you are saying.
Stay by yourself.
But I think that I personally think that in a scenario not way right of what you're saying, but I feel like there's a middle ground. I feel like that you could have a decent child that some people would say that's out of control. But if a real man came into that situation and understood how to establish a relationship with a child that's done had, you know what I'm saying, either some training or brought up in an environment in which that he understands how to communicate, and you can bring that child around.
It sounds good until it
you
comes
know what
to,
I mean?
it sounds good until it comes to discipline.
It
sounds good. You can build a
but
relationship on the outside. Hold on. On the outside, you can build this friendship thing.
No, I ain't saying
It's cool.
I said a relationship.
What I'm saying is that you can build this relationship as long as it's friendship based and it's not disciplinarian.
No.
Once the disciplinarian thing comes in, then now you ain't my daddy.
No.
Now what I'm telling you,
disagree.
It sounds good.
I disagree. You can keep saying it sounds good. Yeah, I disagree because I've seen it done.
You've seen it.
I've seen it done.
I mean, have you seen it?
In just the scenario I just tried to outline, but you keep trying to tell me what can't be done, and you 36 years old and I'm 60.
Nigga, okay.
I done seen more than you done seen.
I ain't saying I'm saying you're saying can't be. What I'm not saying it can't be done.
Okay.
What I'm saying is
you said
in the average scenario.
Good.
What I'm saying, okay.
And I said
sounds good.
I agree with you.
Sounds good.
In the average
it's on
scenario.
paper, it's the right answer.
But
right?
there are situations where this thing is possible. I have seen it.
Anything's possible.
I've seen it. That's how possible it is. You haven't seen it. I have. That's the difference I'm trying to get you to see.
And you've seen what exactly?
I've seen where people say this child is out of control. This child is this child is that. And maybe that the mother didn't raise this child up in an environment that the mother should have. And it's because of the environment that she grew up in and whatnot. But she was actually a good person. And her child was actually a good child. And the man came in and established number one, that he was the plant manager and not the warehouse manager, and that it wasn't no two warehouse managers. I mean, plant managers. There was a plant manager and a warehouse manager, and he established a relationship with the child, and he disciplined the child, not whooping the child too old. But the child understood when he said, this ain't finna happen, it ain't finna happen. They didn't walk around slamming no doors. They didn't act crazy and did all that. Now with their mother, they showed out a little bit because she allowed it for so long.
Right.
So she's going through that. But the guy that came in, he ain't got that problem.
So let me
that child don't act like that with him.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Right? So let me ask you this.
Yes.
I never said it was impossible, right? So what I'm asking is, how many times have you seen the opposite versus you seeing the situation that you're talking about?
See, now you want to make this out of onesie twosie thing. The thing is that, and it's just not on this show. It's just not on this show. Even when I hear you talking to people in a scenario of the one that we just having a conversation about, you always act like that it's impossible. And not that you say the word that it's impossible, but you always present it as it's impossible or the most unlikely. This is something that's going to happen in 1 out of 100 years or something. That's the way you present this conversation. And I disagree. And there's nothing wrong with me disagreeing.
No, it's fine but I think that you're ODing with the fucking what you just said, because like we don't have this conversation. It's no regular John to where you can act like I've been saying a thing naturally multiple times. That is disingenuous. That's not real.
That's not just disingenuous.
No. Because we don't talk about no stepchild shit. This is the first time we maybe two times.
We personally don't bring up conversations like that, but we have been in circles where these conversations come up, and that's your stance, and that's the stance you have right now is your stance.
So let me ask you this: do you believe that more than likely? So when I speak in generalities, right? So in general, this is what the result of the thing is, because even I lived like I've never been a stepdad, but I've had niggas that was trying to be a stepdad to me.
Understand that.
And so I know niggas, most of the guys I know are from single parent homes where it's just a mom, and most niggas have had like the semblance of a single that whole thing has happened. And so like you can sit here and act like you have so much emotion towards the thing that's not the norm, but the norm is niggas coming into cribs and having to deal with the dynamic and feeling like they don't know what the fuck to do.
Or is the norm also that the niggas that we are around, that in our neighborhood and the niggas where we be going, they are those type niggas that don't?
Well, let's start out to say that, like, I don't have a bunch of homies in the neighborhood.
Point made.
So you
got 5-6 niggas you hang out with or associate with, and you use them as the barometer for everything.
Do you?
Okay, no. Is that a fair statement?
No.
Okay, well, enlighten me then.
So do you think that the idea of this guy, right? The guy that's going to come in, that's going to come in and produce this positive outcome out of a situation where, let's say, the mom has the child, like this idea that you're talking about, 9 times out of 10 doesn't come from our neighborhood, right? Or do you disagree?
No, 9 times out of 10, it don't come out from our neighborhood.
But hold on. So it doesn't come from our neighborhood, right? Or my neighborhood. You don't live. So my neighborhood, and my friend group is probably, I would say, is like above average, and they're still going through the same shit that I'm talking about. So if you talk about on average, that the guys that are
so you saying that this situation that we talking about, your guys is above average, so they would fit in the category of guys that I'm talking about that made this situation work. So what is their? They still kids. So wait a minute, they still kids. To me, they still kids. They're your peers. They kids to me. So listen. Okay. So where or what makes you think that they've been living long enough and experienced enough to even understand how that situation works?
My thing is, if you sound like you trying to say like a nigga that's not 50 something shouldn't be in the scenario, and I mean that's not what the reality is. Niggas that's 50, if you 50 something and trying to be with a woman that got kids that you still got to deal with, you crazy as fuck. Niggas in my age, yes, you're gonna deal with the woman with kids, but if you 55, 60 years old and you're still trying to deal with a woman that has the fucking kids around and that shit, you're fucking doing the wrong thing.
Okay,
your ass.
What you saying could be right, but what I'm saying is that the reason there's not more dudes that's in the scenario that can achieve what that 55, 60-year-old or whatever number you said got, because they don't have the knowledge. It's the point I'm trying to make.
Bro, yo 50-year-old niggas don't know what the fuck going
on. Okay. I know that y'all don't have the knowledge that we have that takes experience to get. So you don't knowledge. You see it, experience it, you know that it's
wisdom.
Okay. And it's also knowledge because you learn from what you see and what you do.
For sure.
Okay, then. So it's wisdom and knowledge.
You just want to be right.
No. It's a fact.
Okay,
go ahead. Is it not a fact?
Go ahead.
Okay, then. So my point is, I don't know any one of your partners that you ever said that took no kind of classes or nothing that would give them an advantage in a situation of, not necessarily, it ain't got to be they dating somebody, but have the understanding of what it takes to make something like that work, because you can make it work. So if you was going getting some going to school to be a counselor or a social worker or something like that, and you was your age and you done been in this field or whatever, then you would have the tools, if you chose to do so, to get in a relationship like that and make it function. Would you not think so? So, if you say no, then the 15-year-old or the 12-year-old or whatever, however age this boy or this girl is is hopeless.
Yeah, no. What I
Because
would
they
say,
can go to a counselor and it still wouldn't make a difference.
yeah, what I'd say is that like you can some people can be saved. So you have kids like counseling, those types of things work for some kids.
Yeah.
So what you'll find, like even in your day and age, right? So the mom, she didn't know what the fuck to do. They'll send them to the grandparents, right? So grandma raised the kids, right? And oftentimes what you'll find is that even grandma couldn't do anything.
Because it was
so
too late.
They be too far gone, right? And so in my mind, so the answer, like you feel like what to me, the answer is that what you do is either you stay with them or you in your mind are able to, which a lot of people aren't able to get this thing. But and the acceptance of, it's like, see what I think that you're missing is the acceptance of is that I understand that like some people aren't going to be able to get the thing. And that it just is what it is. But if you can catch the thing early enough and understand within yourself to where you are deficient, and then you accept a man that's going to be on to be the yang for your yin, and then you allow him to be who he is. You want to do that as early as possible. And say, let's say you're talking about the worst case scenario where you didn't do that, and then on the back end, it's gonna be fucking, it's a toss up. If you don't do it early, it's a toss up.
Oh yeah,
you talking about
the longer you wait,
it's a toss up. So like you were talking very adamant about like the thing. At the end of the day, like what I'm talking about is something that's more guaranteed than what you talking about. Your shit, what you talking about is maybe.
Okay, and your guarantee is
it's not guaranteed, but it's much more likely. It's much more likely.
Okay, but that was the word you used.
It's much more likely. So, like what I was talking about was if you don't do it early, be by yourself and raise him. Don't put a man in a situation to where he has to deal with the thing that you raised, these behaviors that you raised. He's trying to be with you. But then the child is makes everything dysfunctional. You shouldn't be trying to make somebody else have to deal with the thing that you created. This mess that you created, you need to deal with that yourself. And don't bring somebody else here, because as a man, what you want to do is try and lead. But I'm trying to lead you, and then this motherfucker over here and then you're going to co-sign your youngin. If you don't want me to be the leader, don't try to make me sit here and listen to what you got to say, and then the child is literally the leader of the house. Okay. In reality, your youngin is the leader of the house.
Okay, I got your point. But in the scenario in which I'm talking about, is okay. You got this child over here that's about to be out of control, or some people may say out of control. But then you, as a person, have seen your way, the error in your ways and whatever, and you've made the changes. You've worked.
You're talking about as the woman.
As the woman.
Okay.
You've made the changes and you've worked on yourself. Okay, so that person deserves a chance. The other person, the one you was describing, doesn't.
No, hold on. You said deserves a chance of what?
Of having a relationship in a functioning household.
It sounds good.
Okay.
Do you not understand what I'm saying? Do you not understand how many niggas
you just
listen what I'm saying? OleHead, do you not okay, so there's a lot of women.
Did you not just say what I just said?
I did, but the way what I'm saying, no. What I'm saying, do you understand? Okay, so that there's a lot of women who have grown since their decision, that bad decision that they made, right? You got bruh dropped off and bust the uka, and then you got the baby, right? And now the baby is 16.
Okay.
Right? And so between the time that you had the baby until 16, of course you've grown. If you are a decent person, you've grown from there, right? But that baby is a product of that whole time.
I understand that.
Right. So now you are trying to get me to come in, because now your grown self wants a specific type of man, right? Not the same type of nigga that busts a nut, though.
That's right.
You want a different type nigga, right? But at the same time, that baby is the product of the thing that happened and this idea of growth, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm supposed to come in here while this baby is the way that this baby is. And of course, you accept your baby is your baby.
Mm-hmm.
Your baby is your baby. I can't tell your baby a goddamn thing because your baby, y'all have an understanding.
No. See, if the person has grown,
Nigga,
if the person has grown, I'm just you just said what I said, but the way I said it wasn't good enough for you. It had to be interpreted the way you said it. So listen, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying the woman in the scenario you just described would not stand in the way of you and that child getting an understanding on this is what I say, this is what I mean. Either you can do it or you can do nothing.
So that what you're saying is that you believe.
So hold up. So
it's not real.
It's not real. So you saying there's no
what I'm saying is that on average, there's not on average, a woman is not gonna allow you to come in there and dictate the household. Bro, Mom Dukes is
I didn't say average. I said that if a woman,
you talking about impossible. I'm not gonna say it's impossible. It happens. But we're talking about in general, bro. Like, if you want to sit here and talk, this is Johnny shit. Like, if you want to talk about, like, oh yeah, there is a woman that there's absolutely a women that do it.
It's a lot of women that
yeah, but on average, I don't talk about like, oh no, of course there's Jeffrey Dahmer ate people.
Yeah.
There is people that do all kind of shit. What I'm talking about is on average.
How many motherfuckers that you
I'm talking on average. The people that I talk to, on average, niggas is having trouble with these kids.
I'm gonna tell you something. You portray yourself as the most understanding, or I can't think of the word that I wanted to use, but you call yourself to be one of the most understanding and accepting people that you know, and you're not. You get hung up on something to be something that you feel like that it is, even though your experiences are limited. You base everything you say off of something that you read in a book or a article or a wherever you get it from that may or may not be true. When you don't have a scenario that you have lived through or saw that contradicts or confirms anything. And I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay, so I don't know exactly what you just said, but that didn't really make a lot of sense. Okay, so what I would say is that, so what do you base what you think on?
I already told you. I saw it.
So you base what you're talking about on just the limited experience that you've seen
compared
with your own eyes.
No experience. Yes.
Yeah, but you're talking about. I
answered your question.
Right, but I use what I read. I use what I see, and then
you don't see nothing, OleHead. You don't go no damn well.
But
where the fuck do you go?
But
where do you go? Let's start right there. Where do you go?
I'm amongst enough people.
Where do you go?
It's not about me. It's about the people that are around me that I
so you get you based in your scenario off secondhand material, third party information.
If you read a book, that's also secondhand.
Okay, with third party information
and my experience.
You ain't got no experience,
nigga. You just talking,
nigga. Where you been? Where you go?
You just talking.
Where have you been?
Okay.
Let's move do you go?
Forward. Let's move the pod forward. We're at 1 hour and 43.
An hour 43.
Yeah, we didn't.
I think this was pretty good, OleHead. I think this was pretty. Where your boy at? Where the white boy at?
Man, this nigga at the bubble gut.
You gonna put him out like that? You gonna put him out there on Front Street?
You know, I wouldn't use the bathroom.
He got lost.
This motherfucker needed a doctor. He in there, goddamn, getting examined. That he get examined. But yeah, no. So shit. Let me see. Where we gonna go? So we talked about that. Okay, so there was a Dallas Cowboy.
Oh.
I can't think of his name. I'm not the sports guy. I don't really care about flying balls. That's what I call
Pause.
sports. I call sports flying balls. So I
Oh,
don't really
okay.
care about flying balls. But I do care about people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I think the Dallas Cowboy, I don't remember his name. And yeah, Marquette was supposed to be here to remember his name. But you'll be getting examined. And they're not to be, yeah, he unalived himself. And I watched Shannon and Ocho talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they changed my day. Like it was crazy because I went, you know what I mean, in the truck. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get on a pod, sing that joint, put the pod on, and I watched that. And I watched Shannon and Ocho both kind of have, to me, what it seemed like is like moments where he was 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He unalived himself.
It was a baby.
And I could see them go back to a time where they were willing to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got from them. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Tears were shed and all that. It's like,
Yeah.
dang, like these guys, like you can tell that they thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
They went through the thing to where the thing happened and they was like
Yeah.
contemplating it and it was like, damn, that's tough. And they say that he lost his mom a year ago. The
Yeah.
football player. He lost
Mhm.
his mom a year ago. And from my understanding, his girlfriend, she called it in and said that he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. And he ended up doing the thing. And to me,
He was an active player.
yeah, he's active, like making. I think they said he just scored his first. He was on like special teams. He just scored his first touchdown. Everything supposedly is going right for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Supposedly is going right for him. And then you do the thing to where it doesn't make sense to the people that don't
Mhm.
understand. You know what I mean?
You know what this position he played?
No, I don't know. And I've been doing a lot of crying here.
I think me personally, I think that even the best of us, maybe the people that you think are in a better position than we are or you
Mhm.
are or whatever, I think everybody can go back to a time when they thought about it.
Mm.
I think pretty much everybody, myself, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've thought about it.
What was going on when you thought about it? Do you remember what was going on?
That's like me taking tests in school. I didn't expect that question, so my
can't go
brain
back
is
to it.
scrambled. So I can't go back to it. But one day, soon, I'm gonna think about it because I'm gonna think about it after the show, and then probably as soon as I get off the show, it'll come to me. But right now, I can't pull that. I can't pull that up. But I will say that I know that I've been through that. I I can tell you the most recent time. So your little brother. You know how many times I went to court, all the fighting I did trying to be a part of his life. And he was my redemption. I was using him I wanted to do right by him to make up for the wrong that I did with y'all.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then I was denied it for years and years and years. And before I came to terms or accepted the fact that this may not happen, I contemplated just saying fuck it, I contemplated saying fuck it, you know what I mean? Because I know that in my younger days, I wasn't on the time I should have been on as far as y'all, I mean monetarily, if you call, bam, but as far as me, y'all getting my time, I wasn't there like that. But if your mom called, I was coming. But I'm talking about like coming, spending time with you, maybe going, shoot ball or go to the park, whatever. I wasn't there doing it. You know what I mean? And so I wanted to make up, like, even stuff like, I love martial arts. Love it. I always loved it. I always loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And, stuff like, I wanted you to be in that. But that's something I had to do to get you into that. We would have had to make that a thing. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about it periodically, but I never put anything to action. So I wanted to relive. I wanted to relive all of that. I wanted to relive all of that through him. So that was mine. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was going to give me my peace. You know what I'm saying? And I was denied it, and wasn't because I didn't pay. You know what I mean? So I couldn't figure it out. So I was like, shit, fuck it. Maybe everybody be better without me. You know what I mean? I fucked up with y'all. I'm trying to do right with him. She won't let me. I thought about it. I really did. I thought about it. Yeah, I did. I thought about it. I don't want to go back there though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I thought about it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had a lot of time. I've been in this house almost 19 years. January, and I spent a lot of days in here by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so they say an idle mind is a dangerous thing. So I spent a lot of time in here by myself, just me, period. Nobody, all this rooms, all this house by myself. And you get to think about a lot of stuff when things calm down and you get to sitting down, watch TV. Sometimes the TV watching you, you think about stuff. So yeah, it got rough one time. So yeah, so I could understand, I could understand.
Yeah. No, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I thought, yeah, I would say, and I damn near had a mean, but even beyond that, like, to me, I honestly, this is a vulnerable side that I ain't really seen of you. Honestly, I almost like that you was damn near to tears just now.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't never seen you cry before.
Yeah.
Mom passed, sister passed.
When I was young, I was a crybaby.
Easy to cry.
I was a crybaby. It was easy for me to cry.
I've heard that.
Easy for me to cry. And then I got I got better as I got older. Of course. Like your brother Robert, cry all the time. I was the same way. But as I got older, I stopped. But I still would tear up about things. It was easy for me to like think about, when I felt like things wasn't fair. It was easy for me to, what I'm saying, drop a tear and not even, want to, but still, you know what I mean? But I made a promise to myself when I was probably about, I ain't thought of this. I don't bring up, you know what I mean? I don't think about stuff. I can't, it's kind of hard for me too, but it's getting easier. So I'm going to say when I was about 15, 16, I said I wasn't going to cry no more because that wasn't manly, this, that, and the third. And my dad died when I was like 24. And I felt like it was okay to cry, but I couldn't. I had went so long without letting anything get me to the point where I would drop a tear that when I felt like it was okay because my pops had passed, I still couldn't conjure up a tear.
Damn, I didn't notice you didn't cry when Grandpa died?
I didn't cry.
I
didn't cry when Mama died.
I know that part.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't around then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when was the last time you cried?
I cried since then. But it was I said when Umi died.
Okay.
When Umi died.
Okay.
When Umi died, that was yeah. It's amazing that it's getting better. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. When was the time you cried before that? After that?
After that,
Because that was like what? That was gotta been like 7
2012.
years.
Shit, that was 2012.
Yeah, so shit, that's over 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about like what? Damn near 13 years ago.
Yeah, for real.
You know
Yeah.
something that I honestly, and this is a thing for me. Like I think that, and the only reason why I brought up this stepdad, this whole conversation was because this is something that the people around me are having an emotional thing. Something's happened, and you know, I don't have this story to tell based on this thing,
Mm-hmm.
and so we having this conversation. This has nothing to do with me. It's about what's happening around me, and I feel like there's a lot of people around me that's going through this thing, and so like, why not just talk about the thing?
Mm-hmm.
And what I found is like,
This nigga might be dead, bro.
This nigga might need to be checked. No, facts.
This nigga died.
Yeah, we.
You won't take him there.
Hey, this nigga needs some help. I'm pretty sure he needs some help. But we're gonna continue because I just want to talk about this real quick.
Okay.
And then we're gonna just stop the whole joke. I've been in a space that I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm crying. Like, I'm crying. What fucked me up was where I was crying about happy movies. Nigga watch Coach Carter.
Coach Carter was a tearjerker.
No, it wasn't even a tearjerker. It was a fucking dope movie. Like
it was a tearjerker.
Okay, but it's like
it
now I'm just like, why the fuck?
But I mean, I never cried, but I could see why people that are, you know, like
yeah. But I'm not that. You mean
I understand that. I understand that, but I'm saying that, you know,
what I'm saying is that these things I'm using it. I'm telling you where it's like this is a different time period where I'm experiencing different emotions that it's really uncomfortable, but at the same time, I don't know what the fuck to do with it because like I found myself. I mean, what's another moment? Fucking crying, bro. Like I found myself, no bullshit. I don't even know what brought it on. I was in the room about to go to sleep. I prayed. I'm going to sleep, and I'm like, bro, like I started to feel like what the fuck is my life doing? Like what the fuck? Like I don't feel appreciated in any area of my life. Like, of course, the job don't appreciate you. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna feel sometimes you ain't gonna feel appreciated by your old lady. Then the relationship that you have is like, okay, so everybody's going through their thing. It's like, where the fuck do I fit to where people actually appreciate my being? And it's like, fuck. And then so you sit there and you would think about that thing, and it's like you'll fuck around and you know what I mean? And then I thought about the whole like let it all go. Then you do the high. Now I got the kids in the house and like they hear me doing the high, and it's like I got something to live for because y'all here. But then that's also a stressor. You know what I mean? The things that's going on in the world, like everybody sitting there talking about the Trump shit and the
how long we been going through this?
Man, if I'm probably being honest, it's been getting worse. It's probably about the last like year. It's a long time.
Really?
It's a long time.
You ain't never said nothing to me about that.
That's the thing, man. What the fuck who the fuck? You know what I mean? If I do tell you this, then what? That's how it is. Like as a man, like no bullshit.
Yeah, but I thought we was closer than that, though.
No, we closer. We are closer than that. But
so why would I know? Why wouldn't I know you going through? Because you know I give you a hard time. I rag on your ass. I give you a hard time. You give me a hard time.
100%.
You give me a hard time too. But sounds like you need me in a different capacity. Or at least I feel like I want you to need me in a different capacity as far as where your head is at. Because just like you just said, the 24-year-old boy just unalived himself. And then you do something like that to me. You can't go before me, bro.
It's not.
You can't go before me.
So gotta
So
worry about that part.
okay, well, I'm just saying, all fuck this show. All bullshit aside, you can't go through that or nothing like that for nothing close to that period of time without us having a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and it was yeah, I had a meme that they was talking about earlier.
Fuck the meme, bro.
It went into like the same thing we talk about.
No,
now.
but I'm just telling you, man, you can't tell me no shit like that. And it's been going on a year.
Yeah, no,
And then, you know, on top of that, lately we've been bumping heads. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that to me. You gonna leave me with that shit on my mind?
nah, nigga, it's not gonna happen.
Okay, then, well, you gotta
got
talk
shit
to
to
me
live
then.
for.
You gotta talk to me, bro. You can't do this shit, bro. You gotta talk to me. You have to talk to me. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You can't do that by yourself. And you damn sure can't do it if I don't know.
Then you also have to make yourself able to be talked to.
Bruh.
Your mind's is always based on what your mind's based on.
And that's fine. And that's
It
bullshit too. You can throw a nigga a goddamn call sign or something.
Yeah, it sounds
It's nigga, listen, we can establish a fucking call sign. When I know I need to sit down, stop the bullshit, pause every motherfucking thing, and figure out where we at, or where you at, or where I'm at. We need that. You can't be telling me that you've been fucked up in the head for goddamn a year and I don't know shit. I don't appreciate it. I thought we was closer than that.
Nigga, I've been saying shit along the way.
I didn't say no shit along the way. You
trying to tell me, bro, you want something explicit like that?
Bruh,
ain't how
but
shit
you
work.
know me though, bruh. If you don't say a thing, you didn't say nothing.
But what I'm saying is that, but you don't understand the way the shit works, though. You're saying that you want me to explicitly say the thing. The thing is that, like,
you ain't got to tell me what's
what I'm telling
on.
you is that, like, that the thing is that, like, it doesn't come that way. It doesn't. You can't explicitly say, like, okay, like, oh yeah, I'm feeling bad, right? That's like when me and my wife were separated. I appreciate the fact that she was there that whole time. When she was gone, you recognized that I was weak, and so you was there every day. Every day we got out. You mean you was there for me? You mean? And I thought about that the other day, and I was like, damn, oh, it was there for me the whole time. Like, got out work, came over there when I was fucked up, and
yeah,
it was
because
there for me.
I knew.
Could see it.
I could see it. I can't. I even saw it.
My thing is that, nigga, you could sit there and say that for me. You've been there too. Yeah. How the fuck does where am I supposed to figure this thing out?
Okay,
so where are you figuring? You mean? Hold on, don't. Now you want to just go to so we can just give the signal to each other.
Yeah.
Okay, but like don't like nigga.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you can't do that to me though.
Yeah, no,
I'm older than. I'm not supposed to be here when you go.
What I'm telling you is that, bro, I ain't going nowhere because my motherfucking kids. Nana's gonna be a wife. That's 100%. I'm gonna be here when she gets married. I ain't going nowhere. Noah, that's gonna be. We're gonna see exactly how everything pans out. That's my guy, and I'm gonna make sure that he's the best man that I can make him to be. And I ain't going no fucking where. What I'm gonna do is like you ain't got to worry about that. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but
Mama gonna have to take me out.
But that's
I don't live for myself.
That's unnecessary undue stress. That's unnecessary.
Well, I'm saying I don't live for myself.
I know that. I know that. But at the same time, just like you say, you going through, you trying to figure out, you know, where you supposed to get your gratification from, basically. So what I'm saying is, if nothing else, during a time where you feeling a certain way, I can make sure that we can.
Nigga, you don't know how to do it. What I'm telling you is like, you know, something that's so crazy. You sit there and you want to tell your story on the pod. You tell your story, and we're gonna end because we don't went over the time, but you tell your story on the pod. And I don't know if you notice, I treat my kids completely different than anybody.
I understand.
But you can't get over the way that you was treated. You've made people, you've made us be like how you've made yourself be the same thing that you were brought up on.
We're a product of our environment.
No, but I fucking no. I do you okay? So do I do my kids the way you do?
No.
Okay, so it was a
No.
choice that you made to do the thing. You can undo the thing, but you decided like you and just can do it. You just gonna do the thing. You can undo it. You decided. I don't fuck with the way that you did the thing, and I don't do the thing anything close to that. You can hold on to that shit and continue to be that way if you want to. This is a decision you're making. This is a decision you're making. And this is the go ahead.
You chose to deal with it. You chose to deal with it,
Nigga,
and do
because
something about
you be making me feel so fucking strongly. Our relationship makes me cry about shit. And that's why I don't do the same shit, because like I know this shit, it affects me. And it's been affecting me. This shit, I've cried about this shit. I know I will not do that, period. And you can see in the way I do shit. I do not do anything close to the way, you know what I mean? I don't do it because it fucked, you know what I mean?
I understand
It
that.
haunted me.
And that's my point. My point. The way you deal with it is to make sure you don't do it. That's how you deal with it. You deal with it. That's how you come to terms with it. But how I deal with mine is I don't deal with it until something brings it up. But I don't deal with it. See, that's the difference between me and you. You took those experiences and how you try to come to terms with them is make sure you don't do them. And I understand that. But that's why me and you are different. Because you found a constructive way to deal with those things.
The thing is, do you want to be different? That's the thing. What y'all do is y'all will just do the same thing that was done to you, even though you know you felt the way. You'll just treat people the same way that you was treated, even though it fucked you up. Make the decision to not want to do the thing. That's all I did. That's all I did. Make the decision to say, like, no, I'm not going to allow my kids to be, you know what I mean? I don't want to be that to them.
And you know what? I agree with you 100%. So therefore, if you was listening to what I said earlier, then you would have picked up on the fact that was something I was trying to deal with and come to terms with and do better, and I wasn't allowed to. And so maybe that's why I don't deal with that. With Julian, I tried to change and make a difference, and I couldn't. It was taken from me, and so therefore I don't deal with that.
You ain't gotta tell me, bro. You know how much I felt about that whole thing when I was seeing you talk about Julian in that way. The way he was trying to, this nigga all of a sudden want to try to be this, but I never said nothing because I thought that like it'd be dope if he did get this version of the thing. It'd be dope. And it's like, damn, this nigga never gave a fuck like that with me. And then so like that was my thing. When I looked at Julian, I'm like, okay, so this nigga trying to be intentional all of a sudden.
Yeah.
The whole time I've been alive, this nigga was never intentional about a fucking thing. Now all of a sudden, this nigga want to be intentional with this nigga here. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then and at the same time, as I grew as an adult, I was like, man, that'll be fine. Hopefully, bro. And that's why I started coaching. You know, I started coaching and saying, like, nah, just try this, try that. You know what I mean? Try this, try that. Tuck your fucking pride. You know, we done had these conversations. I was trying to make the shit better. But like I was nigga, I was feeling the way about bro. Like all of a sudden. And just imagine what that's the same way that my older brothers and sisters from you felt the same way about us. Me and Jasmine's like, this nigga care more about, you know what I mean? We done fucked around. Hold on. Man, y'all ain't supposed to get all this episode. What the fuck we
Yeah.
we done. I don't even know what the fuck.
We gotta go find this other nigga, this white boy.
Oh, this nigga might be dead.
I don't know. We need to go check this.
Hopefully Marquette's all right.
Yeah.
Hey, hopefully Ket's all right. I don't know
we appreciate y'all. I'm back. You know, I had to get some work done. This nigga ain't here to close. You know what I mean? I had to try to get some stuff done. I'm still broke down, but I'm here tonight, and I'll be here next Saturday, and hopefully from then on. But hey, you know, it feels good to be back. Now let me go find this nigga, man. This nigga,
hey,
I don't know.
Let me find the fucking map.
Woo!
Now you trying? Oh, all right.
The fuck is he at?
Hey, you know the funniest thing? We still on. Here we go.
Fuck this nigga going.